Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bluff City Magazine. I am your host, Amanda Avery. I am the editor-in-chief of this premier print and digital edition. Today, joining me, we have a wonderful, wonderful guest. Listen, Bluff City Magazine, we highlight the movers and the shakers, the change makers, people that's just shaking things up in Memphis. And we have another person, part of our Women Who Lead series. This series is actually curated for the women who are just unapologetically being themselves, leading fiercely, and just staying in their own lane, but defining their lane like no other. So today, joining me is Dr. Dedriene Rogers. She's also a candidate running for District 7 for County Commissioner. Dr. Rogers, how are you today?
I'm doing wonderful.
Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you.
Yes, it's almost Friday.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. So listen, you've been in Memphis pretty much all your life. You're born and raised here, right?
Correct.
And Memphis, I'm thinking about your old stomping ground. So since you're born and raised, Hyde Park community, kind of tell me what your growing up was like for you here.
Growing up was like then everybody knew everyone. You can walk down the street, knew all your neighbors. Everyone took pride in their community. And I think we done lost it a little, Amanda.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to run for county commissioner. I want to step up and be that person to bring that pride back to District 7.
I love that. So now thinking back, your background, let's talk about like Crystal Palace,
Oh, yes.
Liberty Land. What were some of your weekend activities? What did you end up? I mean, what did you like to do growing up
Oh,
here?
Crystal Palace was every Sunday. But
So could you skate?
check this out. I did skate, but they had gangster walking time.
Uh-huh.
So I love that part.
Okay.
We would do that. We would go to Martin Luther King Park on Sunday. We would hang out,
Yeah.
ride around the different neighborhoods. And it's so crazy. Do you know, I can probably go to now in every street of District 7 because we used to ride around, go to different people's houses and chill. It was just everyone knew everybody. So, my weekends were awesome.
So, when I think about, just you growing up here in Memphis, I'm not from Memphis, but I've been here enough
Mhm.
to just kind of, know about it, just really enjoy it. And I know you're running for District 7 and you want to kind of bring some of that pride back into the city,
Yes.
So when you think about bringing that pride back, what does that look like to you?
Bringing that pride back is we need to we need to reinvest in District 7.
Okay.
We need to protect home ownership in District 7. And what else, what's the main part that look like to me, Amanda? We have to be responsible. It starts with us.
Mm-hmm.
We have to take pride back, cleaning up, calling in. You see crime, acknowledge that crime. It has to be accountability piece for crime now.
Well, tell the people what encompasses District 7.
Well, District 7, some of the neighborhoods in District 7 is Hyde Park, Hollywood, Douglas, Sky Lake, some of Binghamton. We have some of the historic Evergreen area as well.
Okay.
Mhm.
If you had to choose 3 words to describe District 7, what would they be?
3 words to describe District 7. Home,
Okay.
potential, and I'm going to be honest with you, loving, because my grandmother always lived in District 7.
Really?
Yes.
I like when you said potential.
Mhm.
What potential do you see?
We have so much potential to grow in District 7. It's a food desert. We can grow in that area. We can grow in the area of job placement, job training. We can grow in the area of health. We need some more clinics because our elderly in District 7 have to travel to Cordova and Germantown to get their basic needs met. And we need that back in District 7. Yes, clinics.
Before we get all the way into your campaign, I want to talk about your background as an educator of 20 plus years.
Yes.
So is that what you're currently doing?
Yes, I'm a special education advisor. I go to different schools in the district just for the compliance piece. I make sure that we follow the laws for students with disability. I've always been a special education teacher and always been an advocate for students. Although, I was the cheerleader coach and I even coached track one time. And let me tell you, I don't know how to run track. I was literally reading the book. Someone had to step up and do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a track coach. That was like the most hilarious part of being an educator when I was a track coach. And the most crazy part about being a track coach, man, they kept winning. They kept winning. I was like, oh my gracious, that's really good. This reading paid off. So I always laugh about that. But being an educator with student disability, I'm known as a fighter when it comes to advocating. I want to advocate for the students, advocate for the people that need it. And I always want a parent to know your rights as a child, as a parent of a child with a disability. Because a lot of people don't know or understand. We explain the procedure safeguard. However, sometimes some parents may need a little more.
So if someone is watching this podcast episode that has a special needs child, what's some advice that you can give them if they're looking for a school specifically that just kind of caters to that need, or just as a parent to work along with the school system to make sure that they have everything that they need?
I will always tell everyone, do not be afraid to ask questions. Always be your child's biggest advocate. Ask the teacher question, ask the principal question. And it's not saying that you're creating problems, but you just want to know. Because you got to create a transition plan for your child because they're going to transition into an adult. Transition starts actually at pre-K. You need to start planning that path for your child with a disability. Do not wait till high school. Start now so your child can be on that track. And also, I don't know if parents know this, each school has an advisor that's assigned to them within the school district, whether it's a MSCS charter or a traditional MSCS school. Ask for the advisor just so you need help explaining and knowing your rights. It's not a bad thing. You're not creating any ruckus because we're here to support. I'm there to support the school. I'm there to support the parents. I'm there to support the child. When I'm in a building, I'm not the enemy. I'm there to support so all parties know their rights. And that's my biggest thing.
Does it matter the level of disability for the child?
No, it does not. Some students may just be other health impaired with ADHD. Then we have some students that I have to serve that's multi-handicapped. They have several disabilities. So it does not, it can range. It can range from
Every school in the district has a specialist.
Every school has an advisor that's
An
assigned to
advisor,
them.
okay.
If you are Memphis Shelby County School or Memphis Shelby County School charter and we're your LEA, you have an advisor. You can ask questions and ask them to attend your meetings.
Okay, well, listen, y'all hear that? You have any questions? Is there a website they can go to just to kind of check out some guidelines?
Yes, they can go to the Tennessee Department of Education. They can go to Memphis Shelby County School. Memphis Shelby County School, we support. And that's what I love about my job. I would not trade it for anything in the world. It's just the smile on a child's face and the smile on their parents' face when you provide that support.
Well, I hear it in your voice.
Yeah, I get passionate about it. And the team that I work with in the special education department, that's what I love about it. The group of us all believe in the same thing, and that's what's right. We do right by children.
That's what right. Yeah, that's what is right. Because we do right by the children. Amen to that. Children. So in addition to your extensive career in education, you are the CEO of Changing Minds Consulting Agency and the co-founder of Sterling Institute.
Correct.
So tell us what that is. Inquiring minds want to know.
Okay. Changing Minds is a consulting agent. I consult with businesses. I consult with school systems. And it's about policy. I consult with them on building policy, implementing policy, training staff. If there's unique health training, special needs staff, even regular education staff, I'm able to train in that area as well. As far as business, some business need handicap ADA policy or just curriculums for business. It all works together. Everything's a business. And with the Sterling Institute, I'm the co-founder. I founded it with Dr. Marion Kelly. It's actually named after her brother. He was multi-handicapped. He was nonverbal. He had a trach. He just needed a lot of support.
Yeah.
And he passed. So we named and their birthday is 1 year apart. And they like on the same day, but 1 year apart. And so we named the Sterling Institute after him. His name was Sterling. And what we do, we provide wraparound service of ages 14 to 24. We provide mental health support, special education advocacy, and we also provide parenting because some people don't know how to be a parent. And so we try to break that cycle. And also, I don't know, I'm the board chair of the Metamorphosis Project.
Yes.
And with the Metamorphosis, we house the unhoused. And people don't know the youth and the older age are the most people that are unhoused. So we support that. We support, and it's so I get emotional about that because sometimes if proper training would have took place, prevention would have took place, some of this would have been prevented. And how can I say this? So with prevention, I always say this: prevention is the wisest investment that any organization can have. Prevention. And I'm getting emotional because I'm so passionate about what I do. But
And now you're going to take this same passion and you're going to lead in District 7.
yes, I'm claiming it.
You claiming it?
I'm claiming it, Amanda. Yes, I want to step up and be the voice. And the most overwhelming about this, and I decided to step up, is I know people are dependent on me. I taught at Cypress Junior High. It's currently KIPP now, but I taught when it was Cypress. And it's just so amazing when former students who are now parents, are in their 30s, saw I still have the same telephone number.
Okay.
My life is kind of boring. So I still have the same telephone number. And they reached out to me. It was like, Miss Rogers, we saw your signs. We got you, and they're registered voters. And that brought tears to my eyes that they was like, you still got the same number, Miss Rogers. And it was so funny, and they actually still live in District 7.
What do you see in District 7 that as part of your leadership that you can take and say, I can make this part of Memphis, this community, better than what it is right now?
The District 7 still looks the same as in that part of North Memphis. I'm talking about the Chelsea, Hollywood area. Because District 7 is portion different. What you see in the historic Evergreen area is not what you're going to see in the Hyde Park, Hollywood, Douglas area. So if I'm speaking of that area, of the Hyde Park, Hollywood area, it's so much room to go with the old buildings, the old homes. We need to support nonprofits that support these endeavors so we can enhance and move District 7 forward.
Now, you mentioned that some things still look the same.
They still look the same.
Now, are you saying look the same like 20 years ago look the same, or look the same maybe just 5 years ago?
20 years ago. I actually spoke with Dr. Antonio Burke. He's the KIPP Memphis CEO. We actually taught at Cypress together. And he said, Dr. Rogers, as I sit here and talk to you, I agree with you. This still looks the same from when we started working at Cypress together. And the same stores, the same rundown homes. So it has to be a change. It has to move forward. And that's my thing. If I'm elected in this position, I want to be able to say, we are better than we were yesterday. We are better today, and we'll be better tomorrow because I'm going to move District 7 forward.
I feel that when someone is elected, I think we care. We want to make a change. I don't think I'm not saying anybody, but I think when you say you put your name on a ballot to be elected, you actually want change. You care for your district, you care for your city, you care for your community. So you do want to make some change. Why do you think change hasn't been made? Or maybe it's just been small. It's just so small that you just don't see it.
I think change has not been. We have had some changes in my Fraser area.
Okay.
It has gotten worse. Kroger, the dollar stores are closed. We can't keep the small businesses on some part of Fraser Boulevard because some of Fraser, like the Sky Lake area, is District 7. And more properties are coming for sale in District 7 in the Sky Lake area. And most of the time, I don't know, people know in Sky Lake, those are homeowners that stay in that community. I can think of the stewards that live on Stonehurst. They moved out of District 7. And it was disheartening because I know they had been there for years, but they moved away because of the crime.
So in your opinion, what is the number one reason for high crime, maybe in District 7?
Accountability. When crime is committed, we need to keep the people who committed the crime accountable. It has to be some kind of accountability piece and keep up with that. And I don't want to say that, but do not be afraid to, hey, seek out to your elected official. This is what we need. We need cameras here. We need cameras in this area so this can be detected. And that's just disheartening because Sky Lake was, for us in District 7, was the Wahab neighborhood.
Back in the day,
Yeah,
it
back
really
in the-
was.
yeah.
It was thriving, wasn't it? Yes.
And the homes don't even look the same. So, and that's just something I want to bring back, that pride. Pride, we have to.
So I hear the passion in your voice. Describe your leadership style.
My leadership style, I'm a servant leader.
Okay.
I'm a servant leader in every aspect of my life. I want to serve. And like and people say, you say that all the time. And I'm something else I say. When I'm elected to this position or if elected, this is position of service, not a status. Don't do it just because, oh, I'm the commissioner. You do it because you continue to serve. I'm in the community. I'm not going to be elected and stop coming to the community. No, because I want to be accessible. That's part of my 3-point plan. I want to keep going to the community meetings, going to the different meetings, so they can see me and ask me questions. They know that I still care. So I don't want to get off the loop, but that's one.
Women Who Lead is not just about women holding titles. It's about women who step forward with responsibility, influence, and courage when something needs to change. So, as well as how their leadership style that's active, relational, and impact focused. And as I listen to you speak, I feel that your solutions and everything that you stand for is focused on impacting your district. And I love that. So let's talk about your campaign and your 3-point plan.
Okay. Well, my 3-point plan is accessibility. As I stated, I want to keep being accessible, and I want to educate the District 7 because a lot of people don't know how to access Shelby County resources. Access these resources and be that voice. So I want to make sure they're accessible and know how to do those things. Revitalization. My revitalization plan, I know everyone's saying affordable housing, but what mine is, my revitalization plan is going to include crime. I want to talk about crime prevention. What we need to do for crime prevention so property value will go up. People will come back to District 7. Business owners will come in District 7, and they won't leave District 7. And education and advocacy for all. I say that because education doesn't stop at graduation, and advocacy doesn't stop either. And I want to be able to keep advocating for the elderly, advocate for children, advocate for young adults. And some older adults need someone to advocate for them as well.
Sure.
And I want to be able to educate. Because if I keep doing something, but you didn't learn, I want to, baby, you can do it for yourself and pass it along. I want to show you how to do that, be that model. And, and I feel good by saying it because I keep going back into, as an educator, seeing my previous students that are adults now, and they can look and say, Miss Rogers taught me that, because I was Miss Rogers then.
Yes.
She taught me that. She showed me how to do that. That's amazing to me. And I'm big on you being able to do things, making you independent. I don't want you to always keep dependent on someone. Do it for yourself, and they're gonna feel so much better.
They do.
They do.
What is the population size of District 7?
Population size is a majority. It's a majority Black community. We do have the Hispanic population has grown. The more Caucasian area is the lower number for District 7.
So District 7 does have a Walmart.
No, that's not District 7.
So District 7 does not have a Walmart.
No.
Okay, so what are the main staples in District 7? And what do you need?
We need a grocery store. We need grocery stores. We need malls. We need health access to health. District 7, you go down at all these areas, we don't have that. It's a Dollar Tree in the Binghamton area, but we don't. There's nothing I can say that's a staple. I can say that's a staple that we have for economic growth.
Wow. And your race is pretty heavy. There's so many candidates in District 7 race. What makes you stand out? Outside of being successful, because you have the same number for umpteen years. So outside of being successful and, of course, 20 years in the education system, and now some of those children are adults now. What's your it factor?
My it factor is I'm a lifelong resident of District 7. And I reflect on my grandmother. My grandmother and my mother raised me. They're both deceased. And my grandmother used to sing that the work I've done speak for me.
Yes, I love that song.
And that's something I live by. That's what makes me stand out. My work speaks for me. And I have a hard time speaking about myself. And I don't know if people know this because I don't do it for the likes. I don't do it for someone I do it because I care. From taking the elder in the community that couldn't have health insurance for her daughter, helping her, showing how to give life insurance, taking people to the doctor, just doing because I care. And I think this is what stands out. I'm not doing it because I got paid for it, because I don't. I'm not doing it. It's just that I like for my work to speak for myself. So that's what makes me stand out. And I think people know more about me than I know about myself. I'm just gonna be honest. I was
No,
like,
that's a good
and they
thing.
was like, "You did that?" I remember walking into.
Yes.
I walked into Kroger. We do have a Kroger
Okay.
in this state. I walked into Kroger, and the lady said, "That's the lady that get the children back in school." I said, "I received it. I received it. I love for my work to speak for myself."
Is this your first campaign run?
Yes.
Oh, honey, how is it going? How are you feeling about this?
I take a lot of vitamins now.
Okay.
I had to get my endurance up, but it's an amazing feeling because you don't, like I said, you didn't know what people recognize about you.
Mhm.
To hear someone speak about me and say those things, I was amazed because I don't do it for that. I just do it because I'm in the community. I always wanted to willing to help. I don't care who you are, the shade, the color, your health, what you have, what you don't have,
Yeah.
and just to hear people say, "I'm so proud of you." That means a lot. That goes out a lot. Even the mean neighbor, you think was mean as a child,
Uh-huh.
for them to even recognize you, you was like, "Okay, good, good."
Mhm.
But, I received it, so.
You mentioned on the way up that you held your first forum
Mhm.
uh just a few days ago.
Yes,
What
Tuesday.
Tuesday? What did you learn in that forum?
To control emotions.
Okay.
I don't want to control emotions, and I met the other candidates, and the biggest thing I learned from that forum was the support. I had so many people from District 7 show up. And we did tell them that I was in the forum, but you just say you don't think people will show.
Mhm.
But to see people show up, now they weren't hard. They were hard on me too. They said,
Okay.
when you win, we gonna keep you accountable." But to the love that showed up from people that I taught with when I taught at Cypress, from all aspects of my life,
Mhm.
and most of them still in District 7, whether in Fraser, whether in North Memphis, Binghampton, they're in the
Yeah.
historic Evergreen area. Just the love that showed up, I was amazed. And so afterwards, I didn't wanna show, like, crying there and on the forum seats, but
Mhm.
when I got in the car, I actually praised God and said, "Thank you." I said, "Thank you," because the amount of people that showed up with support.
Well, these people showed up in support of you because the work that you've done has spoken for you.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
we received that, don't we?
I received it. I received it.
So I know that you're out there, you're canvassing, knocking on doors.
Mhm.
What's the number one concern that the residents are sharing with you?
Crime.
Just
Mm.
crime.
Crime and blight. I could say blight. So what we did was we were going to pick up the trash and reached out and I called the jump trucks and I was like, maybe the campaign can pay for this. But I didn't have to do that. Let me tell you why. Even
Okay.
though it was on the street made as a city issue. So I shared that with the mayor's staff, or staff representative like that. Mayor Young staff had it picked up because it was a city issue. And I was like I told them, I'm not doing this as a candidate. I'm doing this because of all the trash that's in this neighborhood right here. But I reached out to that staff, Mayor Young staff, and they got it up. And I didn't call like I'm the candidate or anything. It was just called and just as a concern
It was
said,
something that needed to be
it don't.
done, and so you called to make it happen.
Yes, yes, and they got it up, and I didn't take pictures of. And then that's another thing I don't do. I don't have a lot of pictures, and
Mhm.
I don't take pictures. But so there's like you should have took pictures of it. But I truly want to thank the city mayor for that.
Mhm.
His staff stepped up and did that, and I was just calling not as a candidate, like I stated, just as a constituent, and I just wanted this trace because we were going to pay for it ourselves to
Mhm.
get it picked up. I had the 1-800 junk trucks come out there. They came out there and gave me a quote. And then one of his staff members was like, "No, that's a city issue. Where is it?" And I just told him, reached out, they got it up. So
Well, now you have that information in your back pocket,
pocket,
so the next
yeah,
time that happens, you know exactly what to do and who to call.
yes, but I just did. But and I knew that it was a city issue, and I could have
Yes.
called, but I was just like, it's our community. We have to take responsibility
Mhm.
because it was out there in our community.
Mhm.
So let's just go and step up and get it up.
Yeah.
But they moved so fast, we didn't have to do it. They did. They did.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Mhm.
So this is your first campaign run.
Mhm.
You've been an educator for 20 plus years, almost half your life, I'm assuming.
Yes.
What have your past experiences taught you to make you just ready for this day?
My past experience taught me never, ever give up. So no matter how hard this race gets, how hard the decision, if elected or when elected, the decision is always make the decision based on the facts and the data. And you can walk away from that decision knowing you did the right thing.
That's a great answer.
Mhm. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I live by that.
Yes.
Don't base that decision on that's my friend, that's my cousin. Base it on the data and the facts. And you can walk away knowing that you made the right decision.
I love that. I love that. So if our viewers are watching this podcast episode and they are in District 7, would you mind sharing with them what does a county commissioner do?
A county commissioner, we oversee health. We oversee, well, I'm saying not we, but the county commissioner oversees health, courts. They set the county budget. They set property tax. So that's pretty much it. They oversee correction too. Correction is a big thing for the county commissioner right now with the new project with the jail. So, and that's pretty much it. And that's it in a general nutshell, but, it's a lot of policy reading, policy writing.
And you have experience in that.
Yes, I'm thankful for that one.
Yeah.
And implementing, yes. So, and it's a lot of policy and writing. And I do know if elected, make sure if I have to ask for more time, make sure I read that policy because I do not want to make a decision that will hurt someone or hurt a business or hurt someone and then the information wasn't clear. If you need clarity, always ask for clarity. And always refer to the law. Refer to law and policy and you'll never go. That would be it.
Yeah, you'll never go wrong.
Never go. Refer to the law and policy.
That's right.
and you got it.
That's your guiding light right there, isn't it?
Refer to it.
Dr. Rogers, what advice do you have for young women in Memphis who are looking to step into business ownership or a public office?
I would tell them I was the black sheep turned goat, and we listen to the song by China Styles. I was quiet. I wasn't, and I just step up. So I'll tell any young person, go for it. Go for anything that you want in life. Momentum was built by people who refused to stand still. So if you need support, you need guidance, reach out to me. Go to my website. My number's on there. And I'll tell any young lady, never be afraid. Never be afraid to speak the truth.
Is there anything that I had asked you that you want our viewers and readers to know?
Rolling with Rogers for Shelby County Commissioner for District 7. I need all the support. I need everyone out there voting. You need help registering voting. Reach out. Get yourself registered to vote. Exercise that right. Rolling with Rogers for Shelby County Commissioner for District 7.
Rolling with Rogers. Do you have a theme song?
Oh, I do. I should have brought it for you all. I do.
I'm so tippy.
I do. I have a theme song. It's kind of catchy, too.
Yeah.
And I love it. And I want I always tell young ladies, don't give up no matter how hard it gets. Refuse to stand still.
15 years from now, 20 years from now, what do you want history to say about you?
That Dr. Rogers stepped up and spoke up and supported District 7. And it looks amazing. These resources are there for the constituents of District 7. I just want them to be able to look and see that. Because I always tell everyone this. Everyone will never forget the way you made them feel. They forget what you said, but if you made them feel a certain way, they'll never forget it.
So if their residents feel comfort, they feel love, they feel safe, they won't forget you.
They'll never forget that. They'll never forget it for what I stepped up and.
Amen.
I know that. Yes.
So listen, make sure you tell them your website and everything now so they can support you, donate, volunteer.
It's elect Dr. Dedriene Rogers, and that is my website. I'm rolling with Rogers for Shelby County Commissioner for District 7. Early voting, April the 15th through April the 30th. The election will take, not general, but the primaries will take place May 5th, 2026.
Oh, yes. And as we close out this episode, I want to leave you with these words by Coretta Scott King. The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate action of its members. And Dr. Rogers, I feel that from what you have said today, that your compassion really shows for District 7.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you,
Dr. Rogers, thank thank you so much for sharing
Thank
with
you.
Bluff City Magazine
Thank
and
you.
being with me today.
I thank you for having me.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely, absolutely. You guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you'll be notified for another podcast episode from Bluff City Magazine. I'm Amanda Avery signing off. Thank you so much.